Riley Gaines is blasting NCAA coach Don Stanley for her remarks that were welcoming to potential transgender players in women's college basketball. I want you to check out this segment that Riley did on Fox News about the remarks.
Has won its third national championship.
South Carolina beating Caitlin Clark in Iowa last night, but not before its head coach made these controversial remarks the day before.
If you're a woman, you should play. If you consider yourself a woman and you want to play sports or vice versa, you should be able to play.
Do you think transgender women should be able to participate?
That's the question you want me to ask. I mean, you want to ask, so I'll give you that yes.
That's Dawn Staley. Really stunning. Our next guest lost an NCAA championship to a trans athlete, as you know. Former swimmer, Division I swimmer, Outkick contributor Riley Gaines joins us now. Riley, Dawn Staley, the point guard. Do you think that she'd want to play against men? Does she really believe what she's saying? It's okay for a transgender athlete to play against her women?
Of course, I don't think she believes this. And look, I love and respect Dawn Staley. 2 championships in 3 years. And in 3 years at South Carolina, she's won 2 championships. I think her record is 109-3. That's unprecedented. So clearly she's great at what she does, and she's developed many incredible athletes whom I admire. But she's either proving herself, to your point, to be entirely incompetent or a sellout. And personally, I don't think she believes what she said. If you watch the video, her silence, the hesitation, and that drink of water, I think it spoke volumes. I think she knew she had to be politically correct, and I know about as good as anyone that pressure exists, and it's real. But the bottom line is she knows perfectly well that men's basketball, it's a totally different sport than women's basketball. That's obvious by the speed of the game, the size of the ball, the sheer amount of layups in women's basketball compared to dunks when a player gets a fast break in men's basketball, the distance of the three-point line, the list goes on. So what I think this boils down to is she didn't have the courage to stand with women. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for her, and she blew it. And truthfully, my guess is she's okay with it until her team is defeated by 1 or more men playing on the opposite team.
So look, when it comes to Riley Gaines, she is the voice when it comes to this issue. You know, like they said in the intro, you know, she is somebody that dealt with a biological man who identified as a transgender woman, stealing titles and basically being weird in the locker room when she was an NCAA swimmer. She's become a very staunch voice when it comes to like just engaging in the conversation about transgender women in sports, transgender women, i.e. biological men. And it is not transphobic to say that. It is not transphobic to say that there are differences that exist between the sexes, and that perhaps males who went through male puberty that are biologically male, even if they identify as women, should not be playing against biological women in sports. There's so many examples of women being hurt, of women being injured when they are dealing with these transgender women, you know, on the same playing field. But so this has become a culture war issue, and I think that journalist absolutely had an agenda when he asked that question. The name of the game is what's going to get the story attention, what's going to get you attention, what is a part of the conversation that America is having, right? And this absolutely is. So I don't think that this journalist was being clickbaity. But here's the thing. Don Stanley knows, and I agree with Riley Gaines, like this legendary NCAA coach does not believe this for a single solitary second. I do not believe so.